Y'all wanted more fusions, so we're exploring the fast-talking, metafictionally aware newbie of the crystal gems. I'm covering the character's look, personality, creation, powers, and then, of course, filling you in on the traits of the real-life gem. I'm Kris Carr, and today I'm talking to you about Sunstone from Steven Universe. Before we dive in, I want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors on Patreon. Thanks to you, gems, we get to keep watching cartoons and talking to y'all about them. If you'd like to chip in, head on over to our Patreon page and see if a donation tier works for you. We'll thank you with behind-the-scenes looks, shout-outs, and more. If you don't want to donate, but you sure do want some stuff, then hit that TeePublic link in the video description. They have tons of Steven Universe merch to choose from. On to Sunstone!
Your rockin' pal Sunstone is holding it down. Wow! All right! Unbelievable! Oh, you better believe it.
We first see Sunstone in the Steven Universe epic episode, Change Your Mind. While trying to help the other crystal gems and defeat White Diamond back on Homeworld, Steven fuses with Garnet, giving us this new orange-hued fusion. Of all the triple fusions we've seen, remember, Garnet is a fusion of Ruby and Sapphire, Sunstone is the smallest.
When you fuse, do you turn into a giant woman? Or just a regular-sized giant woman? Does one of you control the right arm and the other control the left arm?
Thanks to the visor they inherit from Garnet, we also don't know how many eyes this fusion possesses. This gem also uses both she and her, as well as they and them pronouns. Sunstone comes with Garnet's leadership skills, desire to protect those around them, and that certain je ne sais quoi that just makes them cool. They also possess Steven's optimistic outlook and sentimentality. Combined, we're given a sunny, often cheesy character bursting with positivity and platitudes.
Let's take that bully down! But remember, kids, if you ever have to deal with a bully, be sure to tell an adult.
Their hip, laid-back approach to giving advice and boosting self-esteem is ever-present, even in the midst of battling. I know some people aren't as into this design as I am, but I really think Sunstone was crafted with care and attention to detail, including Steven's top and flip-flops, making the pockets of the jean shorts blue and red to represent Sapphire and Ruby, Garnet's hand-on-hip stance. I think Sunstone looks very cool, and that was the goal after all. To give us a chill, rad-looking character who harkens back to the PSAs and after-school specials of the 80s and 90s. Solidifying that connection, Sunstone also appears to be able to break the fourth wall and address the audience at home, delivering lines directly to the screen.
It's cool to want to help people, but it's also cool to just say you're too busy. Who are you talking to? Ow!
Shira and I want to talk to you about something that's very personal. Your body.
Remember, it's your body and no one should touch you in a way that you feel is wrong.
The fusion seems to perfectly balance out Garnet's bluntness with Steven's empathy, as we see in the Sunstone-centric episode, A Very Special Episode. They're able to explain safety to the gems, without scarring them for life. Plus, look at those rolled-up sleeves on the other set of arms, going full suns out, guns out.
Suns out, guns out?
Yeah! Which way to the beach? Oh, I don't miss Florida. The entire episode is revealed to be a PSA that Sunstone has produced with the message that time management is important. Don't overextend yourselves. Steven!
I shouldn't have overbooked my schedule.
Steven has overbooked himself, offering to help Pearl watch creepy permachild Onion as Rainbow Quartz 2.0, and teach safety seminars to gems at Little Homeschool with Garnet as Sunstone. Steven runs back and forth from each, a classic 80s sitcom scenario of needing to be in two places at once.
Kinda landed myself in a 2 dates to the prom situation, the dates being prison gangs. So do you remember how you got out of the same jam on horsing around?
Things go wrong, gems fall off a cliff, and then Sunstone pauses what's happening to reveal this has been a big ol' production to tell you, the audience, not to pull a Steven with your time management.
Hey, kids, don't let this happen to you. Always try to manage your time wisely. You can't be everywhere at once.
And teaches a slew of other lessons, like how to cross the street safely, and that you shouldn't jump off a cliff unless you're a trained professional. Throughout the 80s and 90s, PSAs were basically just shoehorned into series.
Remember, never tell anyone you're home alone, and never give anyone your address.
And making fun of this concept obviously isn't anything new. Tons of shows like Family Guy have done the old, we've had a lot of fun talking about this today, but blah blah blah, as they address their audience on the dangers of something like drugs or alcohol or clicks. Sunstone is a great way to pay tribute to that classic concept, since now we blend those cautionary tales into the narrative of our cartoons. Steven Universe has always taken the time to show us, rather than clumsily tell us these things directly to camera.
You have to be honest about how bad it feels so you can move on. That's how it was for me.
Okay.
So this 80s mascot of sorts does a great job of addressing that outdated, force-fed morality tale execution. Sunstone possesses the standard set of gem abilities, such as enhanced strength, speed, and durability. They appear to be one of the strongest fusions we've seen in the series, easily lifting machinery over their head and tossing them aside. They have weapon summoning and can produce suction cups. This power is a sort of combination of Steven's shield and Garnet's gauntlets. The suction cups allow them to scale walls.
Spider Sunstone.
Spider Sunstone doesn't really climb walls very good because they fall. Like the first time they use their power, they're like, oh no.
Can you actually climb anything with suction cups?
They had to Mythbusters that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Next video, Brett tries to scale a wall in downtown LA with suction cups.
Yeah.
Punch that subscribe button. But why call this fusion Sunstone? Sunstone is a plagioclase feldspar, a rock formation with a spangled appearance, and is typically found in Norway, Sweden, southern Australia, and in a few pockets of the US. Most notably, Sunstone appears in shades of copper, yellow, red, and blue. It's a very glittery stone with a smooth sheen, and only has recently been used in jewelry applications. These stones aren't particularly durable though, and can be easily scratched. So, colors aside, this brittle gem doesn't sound like our hefty, strong fusion. As sun is in the gemstone's name, it should come as no surprise that the gem is associated with the sun and its energy. The Sunstone is thought to be associated with leadership, openness, and will encourage the wearer to bestow blessings on others. Perhaps this is why Sunstone wants to share helpful tips and positivity.
Now you're getting it. All right, next lesson. Whoa, hold up. You know what's also cool? Respect.
Also called the Stone of Joy, the Sunstone is believed to inspire good nature and an enjoyment of life.
Speaking of which, hey, shouldn't you kids be at your guitar lessons?
But we don't have any good... Wowzers!
According to metaphysical beliefs, sunstones are great at cleaning chakras. So again, this positive vibe thing blends well with the character's personality. With Sunstone's screen time being pretty limited thus far, I'm wondering if we'll learn more about why Rebecca Sugar chose to bring this fusion into the fold, and if any of these real-life rock traits or crystal powers play into the character's creation. Which is why I want you to weigh in on this character. Think there's any validity to the links between the gem and the fusion? Are you a fan of Sunstone, or not into this metafusion? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks again to everyone on Patreon, on TeePublic, and you Steven Universe fans who came here and checked out our channel. For more videos, you can just click to the left. Thanks for watching. See you, Space Cowboy.